What's up, guys? We are back, Team Brook. It is Wednesday. How has everybody been? For those of you who are new, welcome to the team, Team Brook. I do post every Wednesday. Before I even get started on this video, I want to say hit that subscribe button, turn on that post notification bell at the top so you can see when I do post. I do post every Wednesday, and I'm back with another story time, guys. I haven't done one of these in a while. I've been on challenges and pranks, but a lot of you guys hit me in my comments and were like, I love your story time videos. Do more, do more. People at work tell me do more. My girlfriend, she's like, do more. I'm gonna tell you guys a little story, okay? And I do want to say that all these stories are true. For some reason, you guys like laughing at my pain, but I'm okay with that. I guess this is why it happened. God's plan. Anyway, all right, guys. So by the title, as you already see, it says basketball ruined my life. In which case, it absolutely did. Absolutely ruined my life, okay? I'm gonna tell you guys how, okay? First off, growing up, I thought I was gonna be 7'2". I don't even know why, because my parents aren't tall like that. So I don't know what made me think that I was gonna be Shaquille O'Neal size. But I used to hear people say, drink milk, it'll help. It'll help, you gonna grow tall. They lied. Don't just drink milk, don't lie. It's not the truth, guys. I used to get gallons of the 2 liter and be on the bus stop drinking milk, or 6 a.m. drinking milk. By the time I get to school, my lips be white right here, throat dry from all the milk. Still didn't grow. All it did was make my head get bigger when I was growing up, because I had, as you guys know, for those of you who are new, when I was younger, I had a skinny body before I started working out, and I had a big head. People used to call me Little Bill. I'm not Little Bill. Anyway, so this is what happened, guys. 10th grade year, you know, a lot of my other brothers and cousins and all of them, they all were athletic. Everybody played basketball or football. They were all buff, you know, and I was skinny. I guess it's because I used to have Pokemon cards. Maybe my body was like, this is what we should stick to. But I wanted to play basketball because in my mind, I was like, you know what? I'm going to be 7'2", and this milk is going to help me get that. So we had tryouts at my high school. I went to Jordan High School in Long Beach. And this school, for those of you who don't know, it's hardcore. This is not no nice school. This school is hardcore, okay? They don't teach you nice stuff. You learn algebra, A, B, and that's it. That's all you learn. How to count. They don't teach you how to read, nothing else. That and PE. And you automatically pass PE, even if you don't come, you pass, because the coach don't want to deal with that. So anyway, you know, basketball tryouts were coming around in my high school, you know, and all the girls, I used to have this crush on this one girl, and all the girls used to be like, oh, we love basketball players, this and that. So I was like, you know what? My mind, like I told you guys, my mind goes into autopilot. I was like, you know what? I should try out. I should try out for this team. Now, I didn't do any research on basketball. I know what y'all thinking. You're in 10th grade and you don't know the fundamentals of basketball? No, absolutely not. All I knew was that when I get the ball, I shoot it and it goes in, and that's a point, okay? It was a point for me, Team Brook. Not for nobody else. It was no teams. It was I. You know how they say there's no I in team? Well, it was I and my team. Just me. Because I'm selfish. So, you know, tryouts come. And I used to sit at the bench with all the popular kids, and the girl I had a crush on, she was in the 12th grade, and she was like, oh, you gonna try out for the basketball team? Mind you, I'm real short, I got a big head, my body's skinny, I need supplements because my knees were weak, I had asthma, wind was blowing, my nose used to run. Every time, it seemed like only the wind was getting my nose to run. Nobody else was doing this, just mine. Yes. So, you know, I'm like, yeah, I'm trying to play it cool, because I'm like, you know, yeah, I'm just a little something. She was like, are you any good? Right then and there, without even hesitating, I was like, yeah, absolutely. I was like, I'm like one of the best basketball players. And I was absolutely lying because I was horrible at it, but I wasn't going to tell her. First off, I wore glasses. I'm nearsighted, so What? So, you know, she's like, oh, you should, like, I'm going to come to your tryouts. When is it? So I'm like, tryouts are Wednesday. Like, you should come. You're gonna see me, like, I'm gonna ball out. She was like, oh, that's so cute, like, you're in 10th grade. If you do make the team, if you make varsity in 10th grade, that's really good. I'm like, yeah, like, what? Like, my heart beating because I know that I just lied to this girl. So anyway, you know, tryouts come. We all in there. So all I knew was that I had to score the ball. I didn't know nothing else. I didn't know no rules. I just knew that when I get the ball, I need to score it. So the coach, He met everybody. He lined up everybody. It was 10 of us, and he was like, 5 on this side, 5 on this side. It was him and a bunch of other teachers and stuff like that. And they would pick. That's how they would pick the best players. Like, oh, okay, this guy can go here. This guy can go here, 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 here. They was, hey, everybody pick a team captain. Like, decide on the team captain. You guys pick, and then you guys are gonna play each other to 21. And then from there, I guess, that's how you'll figure out who's going to be on the team. So, I got picked. People picked me because I had told people I was amazing at basketball. So they was like, yo, we want Brooke. Like, come on, bro. Like, you probably got a shot. So I'm like, yeah. Like, I shot. I didn't know what a shot was. I didn't know. I didn't know if they were talking about alcohol. I didn't know nothing. I was like, yeah, I got it. Like, whatever that is that you talking about, I got it. So game starts. They throw the ball up. Now, mind you, I'm playing with some really tall guys.
Calvin Cambridge, 25 points again.
They throw the ball up. They throw it to me. I take the ball because I didn't know the fundamentals. I knew that people were on this side because our court was on the right-hand side and the opposing team was on the left hand. I didn't know that I was supposed to score on the left-hand side. So when they threw me the ball, I was like, oh, no one's down there, like on the left-hand side. Everybody, like, when they threw me the ball, everybody ran to the left. So I was like, oh, everybody's running that way. So everybody started running that way because I guess they thought that I was going to go down there and score. So I'm like, oh, everybody's running that way. I turned around to the right, to my court. I'm like, it's empty here. I don't know why they went down that way. So I ran and laid it up in our basket. So then I could hear everybody screaming. Now, I didn't know because I was in such like a raw that I didn't know that people were yelling at me saying, wrong ball, like wrong basket, what are you doing? I thought they were cheering. In my mind, when I get excited in my head, my mind plays tricks on me and I hear things that I want to hear. I heard like, good job, Brooke. This is what I heard. Good job. Like I heard people clapping. I heard the girls going, yeah, like he is good. I heard all that in my head. So every time they threw me the ball, I would lay it up and I record. I scored 54 points on our home court. And I was wondering, I'm like, damn, am I that good that these guys are afraid to defend me? So, anyway, after about 20 seconds into the game, the coach blew the whistle and he was like, hey, come here. He called me. So I'm like, damn, I'm really MVP. Like I'm running. I knew what MVP meant because, I was the MVP of everything else that I did outside of that. So, I'm running over to him. I'm like, yeah. I'm like, what's up, coach? He grabbed the ball and threw it. He was like, go get that. I want to see how fast you can get it. He threw it out the gym. And I didn't know, my dumb ass, I chased the ball outside.
Well, I'll tell you, LaMelo Ball.
I'm like, shit, I'm about to show the coach and the girls. Because when I looked over at the girls, they was laughing. And I was like, damn, they must really be proud of me. Like, in my mind, like I said, I thought that they were happy with what I did. So I chased the ball outside. Next thing I know, the gym door closed. So I'm like, oh, like, I get the ball, I come back. I'm like, oh, practice must be over. So anyway, guys, after practice, what they do is, after tryouts, what they do is, the next day you come back to school and the coach puts out a big old like paper and it's saying like what squad you made, varsity, freshman, sophomore, stuff like that. So I go, everybody's like reading and laughing, and the ones who didn't get it, they put an X through. But I thought that the X meant like treasure, like we were the MVPs. So I went, I'm looking on my name, it's lunchtime. All the girls laughing, they're like, oh, where's your spot? Where's your name? So I got the biggest X. I got an X, a circle through it. It was arrows pointing down, more arrows pointing. It was a lot of X's. So I'm like, damn, like I'm MVP, like, So then one of the other homies, he tells me, he like, no, bro, like that means you ain't make the team. And I'm like, no, you lied, because it says here, like it's X's. Even the water boy has a circle and an X. He was like, nah, I'm telling you, bro, you didn't make the team. So I'm like, oh, like this must be some kind of confusion because I scored 52 points. So I go to the principal's office, because the principal was there when it was tryouts. They always come and watch during lunch. They're like, oh, let's see what we have this year for our school to represent us. So I go to the principal's office. So the principal was like, oh, right when I walk in, he's like, oh, this is who I wanted to see. And we had a ghetto principal. Like, we had a real ghetto principal. Like, when students would mess up, like, the school I went to was, like, gangbang infested. It was bad. So whenever students would mess up and, like, the police would come, he used to be like, you going to jail. Jail. Like, you would hear him yelling it. I don't know why he did it like that, but that's how he wanted to let people know. He was into ruining people's. He's probably still doing that, ruining people's lives to this day. So I'm like, I walk in, I'm like, hey, you wanted to see me? He's like, yeah. He's like, just the person I was looking for. He was like, I printed out a new schedule for you. So I'm like, oh shit, like I'm about to go to college too, like.
My nigga.
Like, I'm like, no, coach, like, you didn't have to. Like, you didn't have to do all that for me. Like, I'm like, I still want it because I'm like, he like, yeah, no, you're going to love this. So, some of the classes I had, guys, let me explain this to you before I even get into that. The classes I had algebra, science, I had the regular classes in high school with a regular amount of kids in them. It was 30 kids in each class, So I noticed now, I went from having 6 classes, like going to 6 different classes, to go into one different one. I mean, one class, the same one. So I'm like, wait a minute. I'm like, oh, like, I didn't know at the time. Now, I did take an art class. For those of you who don't know, I can draw. Don't judge my Angelica painting. If you guys don't know what I'm talking about, go look at the Sprite and Banana Challenge. You'll see that me and my girlfriend did a paint sip. But I can't really draw, and I can't paint, but I can draw. So I'm like, I look down the paper and I see it said RSP. Now, I didn't know at the time that RSP was for the kids who needed help, a lot of help, so, and special attention. So I'm like, I'm looking at it and it just says RSP with a circle, a lot of circles and arrows pointing. And it was like, he was like, you need this. And I'm like, I already have an art class.
Boy!
And he's like, no. He was like, I should have known at the time that, because, okay, I'm going to explain something to you guys. At my school, for the kids who were in those classes, the RSP classes, they put them in their own building. And it doesn't mean that it wasn't the kids who like needed help reading. These RSP classes at my old school were for the kids that were out of control. The ones who were cuckoo, the ones who were like just wild out, had Tourette's. They were crazy, like they couldn't be left alone. They couldn't have normal lunches and stuff. The ones that run like Naruto, like just start running for no reason, like in the middle of a test, they just get up and run out the class. And we used to have big windows at my old high school. They'd just get up and run and jump out of it. That was for them kids. So I'm like, so he's like, yeah, we're gonna walk you. Now, what he did was, this is how he tricked me, because he didn't tell me it was in the 200 building. He was just like, no, I'm gonna walk you to your new class and I'm gonna introduce you to like some of your new people. So I'm like, damn. I'm still thinking like in my head, like, damn, I'm about to really go to this basketball class. Like I must have really did a good job. Like I was Steph Curry before there was Steph Curry. So I'm like, damn. So I'm walking, now we come out of his office. And right when you come out of like where all the office is, the main office, it's the 200 building. And we don't go that way because it's like a dark cloud was always sitting over that building. So my heart started beating. So I'm like, you want me to I'm thinking in my head, like he must want me to talk to these kids and tell them that they don't have to be like this, that they can be like me too. He was like, so the principal's like, I heard, I seen what you did like during basketball and everything, like the tryouts. He was like, you need these, like you need to be here where I'm taking you. So I'm like, damn, like he's really impressed. So we get into the building now. He walked me into class. It was room 203. We walk in, and this is how I knew that even the principal was afraid of this building. He had my book bag in his hand. He just threw my book bag in the room and then closed the door. Right when I walked in. When I walked in, there was 2 other people in there. I kid you not. It was a big picture auditorium with 3 people in it. That's exactly what my room looked like. 2 people. It was one sitting far in the back. He had on all black. He looked like the little brother from the Wild Thornberrys. And then there was another one. The other one, they put him in, those things they give the dogs? Those little collars they give your dog when they get surgery? He had that on. I didn't know why he had that. He had that on. The teacher, to this day, she never told us. She was just like, don't sit by him. So I get in there, and this is how I knew I was in for a surprise. When I got in there, he closed the door, and I heard a gang of locks behind me. It was like he was locking a safe or a bank. So I'm still not knowing. I'm thinking like, okay, he must want me to talk to these kids, So I get in. She's like, oh, you're Brooklyn, the teacher. She's like, oh, you're Brooklyn. She's like, welcome to your new class. And I'm looking around like, oh. I said, no, absolutely not. I said, no, ma'am. Right now, it's 3rd period. I'm supposed to be in algebra AB. She's like, no, we heard about you. You're the unique basketball player. She was like, you need to be here. So I was like, huh? I was like, I wanted to call my mom because You know, at that time, I'm starting to panic. Now I'm like, huh? Like, I need to be here. Like, I don't understand. She's like, no, you're going to be here for the remainder of your high school years. So I'm like, wait. I'm like, no, there must have been a mistake. She's like, no, there's no mistake. Sit down. So I sit down, you know, because I didn't know what else to do. So I sit down. So she's like, I'm thinking this class is unique. They're about to teach us something. She take out paint. She got us doing, first off, we're in the 10th grade. We doing finger paintings, all kind of happy faces. And she giving us stickers. Every time we did a good happy face on the finger paint, she come by and put a sticker on my shirt. And me, I make the best out of any situation. So I started doing a lot of paints because at this time, I'm like, you know what? This is actually okay. I had a gang of stickers. So lunchtime come, I go back to the bench. Now all my other friends, they knew something was wrong because they used to see me come out of that 200 building. They used to be like, they'll look at me and go, what the fuck? Like, Brooke, what's going on? So I told them, I was like, you know, the principal put me in this unique program inside of there because of the performance I put on. And then they was like, nah, bro, like, there's nothing unique about that building, bro. First off, some of the kids in the building, they would handcuff them before they would come in. Like, you know how you get on the yellow bus? When they would get off, they would handcuff them. Anyway, guys, it was like juvenile detention. Let's go, move, buddy! With a bunch of, it was like I basically was in a insane asylum. That's what I was doing all 4 years of high school. So, moral of the story, guys, please do your research on anything. Before you get into anything, do your research, okay? I served 4 years in those classes, and I've seen some things, guys, and that's probably why I messed up now, okay? After a while, 12th grade year, finger painting and stuff like that became a natural habit for me. So, do your research. I used to have all kind of it got to the point where I didn't even have to bring school supplies to school. I had all A's. The teacher would give you an A before you even got there. A. Right away, because the teachers were afraid too. And you know, the teachers was messed up. They used to teach those classes. She used to sing that My Neck and My Back song by Kaya to us.
All you ladies pop your pussy like.
To all 3 of us that was in that class. She's in jail now. So anyway, guys, if you like this video, like, subscribe, leave a comment. Don't be like me, okay, guys? Do your research. Now I do my research on everything. You know, I learned. If you don't do your research, guys, you will end up in one of those classes or somewhere else. Team Brooke, we are the best. We do not fold and we do not crumble, guys. I will be bringing more heat, more pranks. I kind of bodied the challenges, so it's not too much to do. Also, guys, don't forget to never give up on your dreams, okay, guys? Chase your goals. Team Brooke, you know what it is. Until next time.